taking that way.
No, she's a Spanish girl.
I'm a vegetarian.
Call the meeting to order, please.
There we go.
Could you call
Sure.
attendance?
Mr. Brewski. O'Brien.
Here.
Bergdorf.
Here.
Cleary.
Here.
Stein. Hurley.
Here.
Peter.
Here.
Reinhardt.
Here.
And Smith.
Here.
7 present, Mr. Chairman.
Do I have a motion to approve? the-
Motion, Mr. Chairman.
Next meeting? Okay, the first order of business, Mr. Latina. Good evening. Good evening. Authorizing an agreement with Berkhoff General Contractors, Inc. for general construction services regarding the stabilization and rehabilitation of the Shaker Historic Village.
Yes. Back in 2015, we applied for a grant for stabilization of the Shaker facilities over there. It took us a very, very long time to get through all the state, through the historical. We had to hire an historical architect. They went through every bit of the plan as we were going through this. This is a 50% match with the Historic Society. It's a $500,000 grant, so we finally got permission to go ahead and put this out for bid after the architectural drawings. We submitted it out for bid. Bunkoff was the lowest responsive bidder. We had to go back to the state to make sure that Bunkoff was a fine contractor for the state and also with the county. And we're requesting to go ahead with this contract to stabilize 4 of the buildings at the Shaker Society.
Any questions?
I'd like to notice, I was a little confused because the title says Berkhoff General Construction.
It's actually Bunkoff.
I'm very familiar with Berkhoff, that's why I, the reduced scope of work, was that necessary to get down into a dollar value that the county could afford? And that the
Yes,
state
if
could
you
match?
want us down to the value, we had bonded $500,000 for a matching grant back in 2015 with the state and the Historical Society. To bring it down, we had to reduce the scope a little bit in order to get into that $1 million, value of the work. We had to go back to the state to see if they would accept the reduced work, and they said it was fine. We are doing 4 buildings: the Brothers Workshop, the Trustee's Office, the Wash and Extract House, and the garage will all receive new roof stabilization. We have to pull a porch off of one. The scope of the work is, on each one of the buildings is in the packet.
Is the roofs slate original, or they?
Yeah, they're all original roofs on there. Some are slate, some of them had work done to them, but really it's more about stabilization. Just making them all weather tight right now. We have some foundation work to do, getting all the roofs done, and doing the best we can for the money that we have. It's been a long time since anybody's done anything with those buildings. This project just took, dealing with, the state and the recreations department, trying every step of the way, it's gotta be gone through, and then we lost really a year with the COVID, 18 months with the COVID and stuff like that, trying to get this stuff cleared through.
Do you know if that lease was ever, 15
I
years?
do not know. That's something, information I have to get from the county executive's office. I do not have that information right now. I know it was going out, so they could go out and get, later on, go out and get their own grants, with a longer term lease.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if there are no further questions, I'd like to make a motion on this.
Second. All those approved?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Commissioner, how are you?
Good, thank you.
First, number 3 is authorizing an agreement with Joe Basil Chevrolet Incorporated regarding the purchase of 2 2022 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD Crew cab trucks.
Hi, yes. So this is part of the county's capital plan. We're going to be purchasing 2 1-tons, and we're going to be auctioning off our existing 1-tons. The existing vehicles are 2006 and 2008 vehicles.
Any questions?
Motion.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Yes, okay. Second order of business is authorize an agreement with Trias Incorporated regarding the purchase of asphalt hot box and amending the 2021 Department of Public Works budget.
Hi, yes, so this is a purchase that we're going to be making with our CHIPS money. So we have to amend our budget and move the monies from bridge and road repair to specialty equipment. We're going to be purchasing an asphalt hot box, which is a piece of equipment that we have never had on our own. It's a fabulous piece of equipment. It enables us to carry 8,000 pounds of asphalt throughout the county and do pothole repairs, and it keeps the asphalt warm, so we don't waste any material.
Great. Is this primarily used in the winter, or?
It can be used year-round, but it's particularly valuable in the winter,
Yeah.
because often we waste material, because we have to buy more just to keep what's underneath warm.
Good. Any questions, Mr. Bergdorf?
I don't quite was this competitively bid, or is it off a contract, or?
It's, from what purchasing let me know, that it's a better price than what was offered on state contract. Let's see here.
NCPA is National Purchasing Cooperative, and the pricing is better than the equipment listed on the New York State contract. Does that mean that we have the flexibility? If any vendor can beat the state contract price, we can go with any vendor?
That's my understanding.
Yeah, we used to do that in the assembly all the
Yeah.
time.
Don't know if we can do it with salt, though.
State gets the bids.
No problem with it, I just trying to understand the procurement methodology.
I would presume it's the same specs.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
The NCPA contract, are we in that organization that allows us to purchase through that? Like, do we have an agreement with that if it's below state contract, which we could?
I don't know, but, you know, if you put it out to bid and you had 3 people go in contract,
Right.
you could potentially get it for less. Now, I'm just trying to understand what,
I can follow up with purchasing.
I have
Let
no
me
problem
follow up with
putting this out,
purchasing.
or I'm just trying to understand how it works, that's all.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Number 5, authorize an agreement with Tracy Road Equipment, Inc. regarding the purchase of 2 felon trailers and amending the 2021 Department of Public Works budget.
Yes, so this is also a purchase with CHIPS money. We're going to be purchasing 2 new trailers on state contract. We're going to get rid of our existing trailers.
Any questions?
Motion, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Number 6, authorize an agreement with Tracy Road Equipment regarding the purchase of a 2023 West Star 4,900 square foot tandem dump truck.
Yes, so this is part of our capital plan. This is one of our plow trucks that we use throughout the winter and use during the off-season for hauling and placing. This is a state contract, and it's upgrading our existing fleet.
Is that a typo, 2023?
Does it say 2023 on it?
Yes. That's what threw me
You
off.
may have to purchase into the future.
I didn't know if you purchased it yet next year.
Where does it say that? Not on the letter, does it?
No, it might just be on our intro.
Looks on.
Yeah, it shouldn't be 2023.
Okay,
Where is that stated? I'm sorry.
it's on the meeting agenda.
Oh, the agenda must be a typo, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Quick question.
Sure.
I kind of looked at the pricing and the discount, 53% discount, pretty good. And then there's escalation clauses for each year. What is a wet line fender installation B&W diesel?
Any idea?
Where's my deputy? Scott Duncan knows all of that stuff. Oh, gosh, I wish he was here.
Maybe it's just the diesel option, but it's, I was just
A very
curious more than.
specific.
Yeah.
Okay. That I can get to you on the side. He does specify the trucks very, specifically based on, repair history of existing trucks. He'll find that in certain instances, it makes sense to get stainless steel upgrades on certain trucks and not on others, and, different accessories that work out better.
Any other questions?
Move if there's no other questions, Mr. Chair.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Unanimous. The last item, authorizing the acceptance of a public art installation along the Albany County Helderberg Hudson Rail Trail.
Good evening, thanks for having me. So this is the approval of a project that's already been approved by the Village of Voorheesville. It's a partnership with local artists to install a physical structure that would contain a rotating mural over the years. Like I said, it's already been approved by the village at their May 2021 meeting. It's 8 foot by 4 foot. And originally it had been a little bit larger, but the final proposal will be 8 foot by 4 foot. And and the only reason why we need approval is because it's gonna be on county property as opposed to the Village of Voorheesville land.
Any questions, Mr. Reinhardt?
Not a question, but I went out to the site today, I looked at where it would go. It's probably I would say the most visually challenged part of the rail trail because of all the storage
Yeah,
buildings right
so
there.
it sort of blocks your view.
Yeah, so actually, it's a great location
Great.
because it does that.
Yeah, we
You're
had,
walking through the woods most of the ways, right? And then when you get into Voorheesville, you've got some buildings, and this is probably one of the not so attractive buildings in Voorheesville. It's right on the trail, so it's kind of blocking your view there. So it's a very good location. And also, it's near some of the other art that's on some of the trees. I don't know if you.
Yeah, near the trailhead, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with you, let's
So
say.
it's a nice location.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if there's no other questions, I'd like to make a motion on this.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Unanimous. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Aye.